This is how we play. But instead, you just have a giant, an orc, and military-grade weaponry.
Yeah, we're packing.
Yeah. They come up here and they're like, mercs, never mind. But they're all coming up here hoping that you're delivering whatever it is they're picking up, or picking up whatever it is that they're putting out.
Never walks up and just hands them a rock that he crushed in the face of a dwarf. It's just a rock that's like sculpted to look like a dwarf's head.
The dwarf is a little uncomfortable, turns back and says, "So they really have come to Nostria. There are orckin here now. I have to say, I didn't believe that they existed."
I like dwarves. or never likes dwarves because he was raised by them.
Yeah, but remember, these dwarves, this is the first orc these dwarves have seen. Until orcs started showing up as part of the guild, these dwarves didn't even know for sure if orcs existed. They were just stories the old people told.
It's like, oh, you've heard of us!
They exist. There are stories passed down in my culture, too, about orcs.
Good things, I hope!
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, they're good at certain things, for sure. That's true.
I mean, orcs are good at things, and we did pass down information, so those two statements equal a true statement. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. Both of those things are true. And maybe we'll go soft on those details.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look, a flower.
Okay, so from here, you'll be traveling southwest for probably 4 days.
Oof.
Right along the area where the forest sort of drops down suddenly. There's like a canyon on one side. It's sort of a canyon. It's a canyon, but one side is considerably higher than the other. And then there's an incline for a long fucking time.
I'm assuming I don't need to keep saying I'll make perception checks or anything if...
For 4 days? You better not. I'll get pissed.
No.
You bore the shit out of me.
What I would say to the group is, yeah, we should probably just walk and then camp, and yeah, that's life.
Yeah.
And I'll cast my ritual every morning just so that's out of the way.
Yeah, it's like fucking hot, so it's good. It really helps. It's weird because it's like damp out here, and some of the elevation that you're in, when you get to the upper elevations throughout this course as it goes up and down, it's a little nicer, but it's amazing how hot it is.
Is that just a Nostria thing?
I mean, apparently. Nobody's been here in fucking 400 years or more. That's not even that long for an elf. It's probably been thousands. It's hard to say what the weather out here is like.
Feels like home country.
That's true, yeah, Teok. Well, Teok doesn't have this much moisture. Teok, the whole realm of Teok doesn't have as much moisture in it as the forest that you can currently see around you. Like that, you'd have, if you distributed that entire amount of moisture, it would probably still be slightly more than what Teok naturally has. Teok's a very fucking dry place.
Never. How's that hand doing after last time?
My hand's fine. I lost a gauntlet, so I only have gauntlet on one hand now.
It's very Michael Jackson.
I thought yours was the hand that got caught in the trap.
Yes.
It was, but it just consumed the metal. It just ate the gauntlet because I don't think it was a trap. It got eaten by a rust roach.
Yeah, he punched a rust monster.
Oh, then it's somebody else who opened the door and got a spike through their hand.
No,
that was me.
That was also him. Yeah.
Well, that's what I was referencing.
Yeah, it was a really bad day for everyone. Everything that happened that day was bad. It was a terrible, terrible session. But I laughed the whole time.
Oh, it was funny for you.
It was hilarious for me too, because I wasn't opening a single fucking door in that place.
My characters are good at suffering.
Hey! Yeah, so am I. Okay. Speaking of suffering.
Okay, who's rolling?
Oh, shit. There's still Flotsam on here. I'll just delete everybody, even though some of you are literally present. What is this weird circle? Gotta hear you.
I think someone drew that when we were fighting trees.
And two. It was a very Miriam circle, so I blame Miriam.
Hey Johnny, you wanna roll the d20?
Or sure.
Have you ever rolled the die of fate?
I think it's his first time.
Yeah, I've never done that.
All right.
Just a regular d20.
That's correct.
Avoid the d20.
No crit. Okay, good.
Whoops. The camera, if you will.
Also avoid 2s.
Is 2 the demon gate?
Yes. I mean, this character isn't afraid of them, but it's
like,
not
I'll
good.
let you guys know, like, this character will fight until the end. But if the end means you guys are all dead and my choices are to die with you or run away, I'm teleporting and fucking off.
Yeah, it's a
fight
very.
another day.
That's why I was so weirded out when you found that stuff about Faerun and Corell and Lorethian being against people running from battle. I was like, that's such an elf thing to do, though. Like, that's extremely elven. Like, constantly retreating while every time they catch up to you, ambushing them. Like, that's an elven.
That's elven, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I haven't really done much reading on that yet. So
I'm mad about it.
I'm gonna steer clear of that topic today.
Oh, why would they? Why
Ellie's
would they
not
do
here,
that?
so we don't have to get into it.
Okay, so you got a 13, and I need one of you to roll a d6. Who's going to do it? Decide before you roll, please. Because people just fucking roll dice, and it's chaos. And I don't.
I'll roll it if I have to, but does anyone else want to?
You can go.
I mean, I could roll it.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Brad, roll one.
What am I?
And then Column Script, roll one.
No.
A d6?
Correct.
Yes. Oh.
Nice. That's a 6 total.
All right. So as you're walking, Column's Grip, you are wandering through the forest, looking over the cliffside, and then all of a sudden you can feel a crossing into the Feywild in your immediate presence.
Ooh. The group's near me?
Well, I assume so.
Yeah. I'll go back the exact way I got to that cliff edge to the group and just say there's Fey shit around here. So be careful.
Hey.
And I guess I'm not sure.
Hey, you. A raccoon wanders up. Apparently,
hello.
Speak.
Hello, creature.
Speaking common?
It's probably speaking Elven.
Hello?
Well, it's probably speaking Sylvan, but Elven's close enough. You can understand it.
How are you today?
Busy. I'm at work. My work here. I'll have you know I'm protecting this grove.
Okay. Is
Good
this
look.
so out of character? Is this is not where we have to be?
Well, no. It is absolutely not where you have to be. But it's a grove, which is a Feywild crossing, and they tend to be guarded. This is what druids are for. Druids protect these things.
Sorry, can you spoke like 2 words?
Yeah.
That we could.
We're gonna wait until I've got bars. Well, that reminds me, I'm not doing independent audio for this right now. I should really be doing that.
Yeah, sorry. Are you
You're cutting out a lot right now.
Mm-hmm. Repeating it over and over is not going to help much. but
No,
I seem
so
to
he
have
said-
full green at the moment.
He said he was at work protecting the grove. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says that he's working hard. He's protecting the grove. The thing is, like, that's what druids are. Druids protect the groves and the crossings. They watch over them.
Okay.
The unicorns do that too. Unicorns tend to live within a grove, and they watch over the crossings and they guard things. And it's an extremely important part of how all this stuff works. Like, the whole druidic society is usually lives, dies, and revolves around groves. This grove is protected instead by what is apparently a single talking raccoon.
Don't
Well,
be fooled.
It's nice to meet you. My name is Bellinor. I am from another Fey crossing north of here, far north, a couple days. We're just passing through. If you'd allow us, we're just gonna leave and not cause you any issues.
Oh, you're okay. So you're just gonna go then. Okay.
Yeah, we're not trying to get towards.
Why is he protecting the grove? Can I ask him?
I mean, you can if you want to.
Why are you protecting this grove?
Terrible things can come through, you know. Things that don't belong here, and vice versa.
So it's not about treasure.
Oh god.
Treasure, I'm a raccoon.
Yes, you're very stealing amazing things. Like food.
That's so racist.
Yeah.
Leave it to the orc to be the race.
No, I can assure you, we're just on our way somewhere else. We just walked by.
Ah, okay. Well, you know, the work I do here is very important and everything. I don't suppose you could, you know, see a way to maybe getting me some help?
Do you want some help?
I mean, look at me.
What kind of help are you looking for?
I was thinking, you know, some rangers or something.
He sounds so like lost.
Yeah.
Well, we're investigating something for the Doyen Witch Viral of the city of Falash.
That
I
sounds very
suppose
important.
when we get there, we can talk to them about sending additional support.
I would appreciate that.
Wonderful. And can I take down the area this grove is?
Yes.
Cool. And your name? Sorry, I never asked your name.
I don't have a name.
Okay, cool.
A little hostile over that.
Some raccoon wants ranger.
Yeah,
All right, they'll believe this in Elven City.
Never. Come on. Never. Let's go. Before something happens with the crossing. Let's go.
Let's leave.
Anyone else have a problem with how that was handled?
Nope. Let's go.
So I had to step away for like a minute.
No, you're good.
Whatever. We can just move. Just go forward.
Yeah, we'll go forward. But bullet points where there was a grove with a rack.
Yeah, I caught that part.
And he wants rangers or help, and we just said we'd mention it when we get to when we're done and we talk to somebody of power.
Okay, yeah. So I missed a lot less than I thought I did.
No, you're good. Yeah. All right, bye, Mr. Good luck. We'll get somebody sent out.
All right.
I can't.
Is lamp page?
His light's good.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait until I've
kept
got
going
bars.
in and out.
Low bars.
I got no bars, so it's bad at the moment.
Mm.
We're gonna wait till I have bars. Then I'll talk some more.
Okay.
All right. Take a break.
It's a good time to go take a whiz if you need to, I guess.
In fact, you know what? Let's do that. Let's quickly urinate, and I'll
Wait,
see if there are
it's just-
devices that I can strangle in order to get some of my bandwidth back.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Like, I don't know how to do a fucking job.
Maybe you can refresh the. I swear there was something we did in a different Discord server that actually helped. Where we cycled the area the server was quote based.
Dun 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 dun. Man, I suddenly feel like Doctor Who.
So there's a raccoon?
Yeah. I guess there was a raccoon for a short period of time.
Raccoon wants rangers.
It's the Lone Ranger.
Did anyone else get across that when I mentioned I was from a different grove north of here, it scowled a little bit?
Did that get said?
Well, I think Lampe was like in character.
Maybe
I'm misreading it.
Do you think maybe the scowl was because I was racist?
Well, that's why I was trying to get Never out of there as quick as possible, because orcs don't have good history with elves.
Orc want treasure.
Of course, but let me check. So I think the elves have a history of fighting against orcs. Which is why that happened when we were at the Dwarven City. I'm glad that wasn't a combat, though. That's nice.
Okay. I suspect that I have fixed the problem.
You sound good.
Yeah, you already sound better.
Yeah, there should be more bandwidth.
Like you got over a digital cold.
Okay. So all of that happened, and it was very interesting.
Very interesting.
Interesting. A talking raccoon.
Like I mentioned, I wanted to get the orc Never out of there as fast as possible.
I was breaking some fox passes. Social shit. Social fox. Social foul.
Foe?
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah. Like
he means faux pas.
Yeah. Faux pas, yeah.
All right, after you've traveled for some time, you find a place where there's a large telltale clearing. That telltale clearing is the sort of thing that Bellinor is familiar with. It is exactly what it looks like where Citadel of Dusk will become. And as the sun starts to dance upon the horizon, sure enough, a ruined building makes itself known to you as it shimmers into being along the line of the horizon in the lights of the sunset. It is a Citadel of Dusk, or at least it was. Normally, they're a two-story building, but there is a spire up the center, which is usually considerably larger. And this building's is completely ruined down to just the single base floor.
What's this?
Seems like it's the Citadel of Dusk. Can I do a somewhat of a knowledge or history check to make sure, or see if I know anything about it?
You already know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is it.
We punch stuff now?
Only bad stuff. Don't punch history, please.
Don't punch history.
What is this history?
There are potential entrances in the north and the west of the building, by which I mean east.
Oh, okay. Is the screen black for all you two?
A black screen is an area which has not yet been revealed because very little of the map is known to you. So you're going to want to find an area of it that has
we can see the entrances.
Yeah, yes. Okay, yeah, I see that now. I was under the assumption that my Roll20 wasn't loading because it took a long time to load last time.
Yeah, I zoomed out when I saw the entrances.
Yeah. Now that I know that's the screen, I'm good.
Never leave choice to you guys.
Well, I mean, does it look like there's any significance to one doorway or the other, or they both just look the same?
One doorway will lead to bunks, and the other will lead to an entrance lobby.
Let's go for the entrance lobby.
Yeah, that makes sense. Maybe we can knock and convince all the undead dwarves to start making art.
Yeah, like I'm assuming that anything I read that's Elven, I will be relaying immediately to the rest, so there's no reason to have to take time to translate for people.
Seems reasonable to me. Is there anything else that you guys want to do?
I guess it's a group decision. Entryway or bunks?
I say entry.
I'm good with whatever. Now just be careful because both of us... Oh, do we still have that scroll? Or did we leave it?
The fucking toad barfed up?
Yeah.
Did none of us look at that?
No, I mean, we looked at it when we started, but I'd like to look before we go in.
Yeah. It still says what it said before.
Okay. Galthar, do you want to add that to your inventory, or should I? Just so we know we have it.
You can hold on to it.
Okay. And it says the same thing for Galthar, too, as I hold it up to him.
His hasn't changed either. Where did the art for the Goliath come from?
Just Google.
So it's like a stolen art asset that I shouldn't use on stream?
Probably not. I can get rid if you want it.
I have a good Goliath asset you could use that I did.
Sure.
Here, I'll put it in.
Did you find your Dr. Pepper?
Yes, I did.
I forgot to tell you about it. You can put it in here if you want.
Thank you.
I put it in arts and craft.
Okay.
So you can just cut the head out of that and use that.
Does this city look dead? In a way that there's no people around or no elves? I'm assuming it is because it's an ancient city, but does it look like
there's no city?
Yeah, like it's just destroyed to the ground.
So the Citadels of Dusk are not in a city. They're similar to a grove in the way that they do things. They're outpost fortresses, technically, which is one of the reasons why they have those spires, so that they can be up on top and look out over a vast distance that the elves control without the other entities within that vast distance they control being able to see them, because they're only there during sunrise and sunset. So there wouldn't be any habitation in its immediate vicinity anyway. But there's definitely nobody, living here now in its totally ruined state.
Yeah, and we don't see like little things of people being here or any like not reason, but any like anything that shows me or I can see that somebody's here right now. Like we don't see tracks or we don't see campfires or anything like that, right?
There aren't any immediate signs of anything like that. Do you have anybody here who can do tracking or anything like that?
I can do what?
Do you have any rangers or manhunters or anything?
No.
What are we trying to do? Sorry, I've been taking the picture, so I kind of go.
Oh, you're good.
I look for flaws in the sculpture of the land.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's like signs of people being here already, like right now, like fresh tracks, that kind of stuff.
So will that be like nature, maybe?
It's a perception check.
I can do
perception or nature. I'm trained in nature or perception.
Can I help him with that?
If it's nature, I have a +7.
You can do a group nature and a group perception.
We're tied on nature, so I have +7 as well.
My perception is 10.
My
nature is a 6.
My perception is 12.
We're going with your perception.
Yeah.
So I'll roll perception, and then somebody else can, I guess, and take 12 with it, right? Right, Lampe?
You each roll. You take the best die between the two people who are rolling, and you add the highest bonus between the two people who were rolling the die.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So one other person should do a perception and just take +12.
I'll do it.
I'd also like to point out, Lampe, that's my best perception roll I've ever rolled.
It is, isn't it?
Last week was 11. I'm only going up, baby.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. It is ascending.
And then you want to do a nature, Johnny?
Sure.
Or Lorfax Stormfist? Can I just call you Stormy? Or
yeah.
Stormy? Okay. That's Bellador asking to your face, by the way.
Sure. I'm good with that.
I think Storm of Fist sounds a little cooler.
Storm of Fist.
Yeah. Storm of Fist.
Does anyone else want to hop on that nature with him? Who hasn't rolled yet?
I only have a +2 to nature.
But
yeah,
you can take a
roll
step.
with his plus.
All right. So do I roll a d20 +7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
15 it is.
Yep.
All right. The area seems more or less normal. There's no lack of living creatures or anything like that. It's not overly quiet. Nothing seems terribly out of place, but there are no signs of habitations, traps, recent passage, or anything of that nature.
I guess that's a good and a bad sign, maybe. What's the wording of this quest? Investigate the first lost site of that place. Okay. What does it mean by the first lost site of this area of the continent? Like, these places are just starting to appear again for some reason?
No, it means that this is the first one heading from Drifter's End to the south, into Inlaise.
Okay, so this is the first elven establishment that we found, and we're investigating it.
Sure.
Here, I'll show you. No, they mean first north to south.
Okay.
If you look at this, you can see that Indraise was a hegemony. It was basically it would have been something like a kingdom, and it controlled roughly a sixth of the surface of Nostria.
Okay. And we should be aware that the job posting said that this very powerful witch, Doyen, is her ranking. She was called to through the malaise in the night by something calling to her from the ruins north of here, north of the Citadel.
Yeah.
So I'd want to wager that something that could call through a magical malaise, wake somebody, and potentially threaten Galathar is not to be taken lightly. So I guess if we see anything weird, let's not hide the zombie bite and think we're special.
You see something, you say something.
I mean, they're not zombies. They're just undead.
What I mean is, there's something here with remarkable power, enough to wake somebody from a malaise, which I thought was impossible.
Oh.
It's also
Okay.
possible that she was waking from the malaise when it happened.
True, but also to send a signal through the material plane to the Fae, or I guess it would be from the Fae to the Fae, but
Yeah, it might make it easier.
still, it's not something to be taken lightly.
I mean, it's weird. Whatever's going on here is weird, for sure.
Yep. So, I don't
Okay.
know. Should we discuss that if something gets too much to handle, we get out of here before it kills us?
Probably a good idea.
It's probably the most
No.
sensible.
I'm ready to die.
Okay, that's one of us.
Yeah.
Then I guess we all need to make an agreement that if one person's done, we're all done.
All right.
Just to save life and try again another day.
Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, then we, I guess, choose the entryway as our way to come in.
Shouldn't I be in front or something?
Yeah, that's a good question. What are people's...
Compose
I'm a
marching
barbarian,
order.
so
Yeah, so you guys are beefy.
yeah.
Alright, so I'll stick with Galathar to help him out and leave you guys up front.
The
So I'm not
That's good.
beefy.
The double doors are extremely ornate dark wood, but they have been deteriorating over time, and they no longer close. They're set sort of open and drooping. They give it something like the look of something large having busted out of them, but it's probably only time warping them over the centuries, as they were allowed to fall and then remain open for eons. Inside, the inner wall is made to look with white stone very similar to the way that marble halls would look. Polished in certain areas in order to bring more contrast into it, while there are veins running through the wood.
Okay.
There were sitting areas that were grown from live tree before they were cut and formed into the walls. all the way around the lobby, so that people could come and sit, and it is as much to be ornate as it is to be utilitarian. And it would probably almost never have been completely full of people. In fact, it would almost never have been even a quarter full of people. There was always going to be more room than there was anything to do with it. But they could keep people waiting as long as they liked. There would have been paintings and tapestries as well, but there's nothing like that here now.
That's a shame. Elven art was so much. There's so much care put into Elven art and creations that we do.
The doorway is still ornate, and there's an identical set of double doors on the far side of the lobby from the ones at the entrance, but these ones are not nearly as badly dilapidated. Also, being darkwood, they would be almost impossible to smash through.
I was going to say, dude, the other ones look busted out, quote.
No.
Destroyed, no. Okay.
They are still closed.
Yeah. Brings a tear to my eye, reminding me of where I was trained. And then the realization of how much bullshit that training actually puts you through, and I shiver because of how awful it was.
You didn't even go all the way through. You didn't even go all the way through the program either.
No, I'm a quitter.
You were shamanic.
Mm-hmm.
You went through the shamanic initiation as well.
Yep. I guess door in front of us, nothing else. There's nothing in the room besides just empty everything.
Yeah. The benches are built into the wall.
Yeah.
Let's continue on.
Not even built into the wall, grown out of the wall.
Oh, nice.
Elves.
Hey, Never. Just is there history of elves trapping doors like they did in the dwarven burial grounds?
They don't tend to. They tended to rely, especially with Duskblades, they tended to rely on enchantment.
Could I do some sort of check with my known power sources?
Absolutely.
Okay. That would be Primal and Arcane. And I'll roll the d20. Plus, and they have 7.
Was that your arcane?
Yeah. Yeah.
You detect a faint undercurrent of arcane magic all around this place.
I mean, I can assume that's probably the magic that keeps this place in and out of existence, right? Or in and out of the material plane. But I'll tell everyone, hey, there's arcane magic here. Here as
I want to do an Arcana check.
You detect the presence of arcane magic radiating from this place, but it doesn't seem like there's anything as sharp as like an active curse or similar Dwellmare or anything like that.
Alright. I'll let Bellinor know that.
Man, you're so much better at this than I am. You gotta teach me. You gotta teach me one day. How about this? I'll show you.
I rolled one better than you. It's just that my plus 19 is just ungodly.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
When we get back and have some free time, I'll show you how to shoot a bow if you teach me something.
I got a crossbow, but aiming is difficult. I'll give you that.
Yeah, we'll go over that if you want. Anyway, I guess yeah. Hey, Never, Stormy, we're all good.
Yay!
Just
charge that door.
Keep an eye out.
All right.
I touched this door.
And I'll walk forward with them too.
It is wood. It is dark wood. It is dense.
It is. Is it stabbing me?
No.
Man.
Thank God.
Open it.
1 for 3.
Let's open it.
Ooh, more wood. Yay.
The inside of the hall is coated with bark.
That's a little weird.
Strange.
All right.
Yeah.
The
The
bark.
rest of this place isn't made of heavy wood.
Hey, Galathar, do you want to come back out for a sec?
What's up?
Never. Try opening the door.
Boop-a-doop.
So, as you start walking by, that's because of representation, I see. What happens if I do this?
Wait, is the fucking bark coming to life?
It's gonna shut on us.
I swear I just saw it, like, wiggle.
So I'll tell you out of character, the only reason why I got Galathar out of there is because he can't take a hit like you two can.
Yeah.
So if something happens, I'd rather it be you two than us two because we'll die immediately.
Oh, there's just an effective... If you go diagonally, if you, like, drift the screen diagonally, the bark, like, literally fucking wobbles
Oh yeah,
and squiggles.
that might just be the image.
I might just be drunk.
The bark, as though it has hands, reaches
Fucking
out
knew
and
it!
grabs a hold of Never.
Fucking do it!
Never.
Ah! I punch it with my spiked gauntlet.
I'd like to think that during that, like, I pull Never out of that hallway, and then that happens, or not Never, Galathar, and
Yeah.
then his eyes are just wide, and I pat him on the back, and then get ready to do whatever.
Okay.
I punched the wall, the beast, the creature.
Roll a reflex defense with disadvantage.
I should have gave him my boots.
Oh, never mind.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely got you helped.
I'm gonna go free him.
What passes for hands that it's gripping you with are covered in thorns. You take
Ugh.
you take 5 damage.
5 damage already. Okay, so I'm at 18.
There's that thunder.
Yeah, it's raining pretty hard outside right now.
All right.
Yeah.
It is Bellinor's turn. What will you do?
So I see the one creature. There's no portcullis that dropped, and then this happened. It just happened, right?
Correct.
Can I take part of my turn and just yell at Stormfist and tell him, "Get out"? And then I'll.
You guys are already abandoning me?
Yeah, should I not try to free him?
Well, I mean, you should, but be prepared that there's another 1 or 2 or 3 in there.
Yeah.
What can I do, man? Fuck it. I guess I'm gonna run in and try and swipe my sword or my glaive. Yeah, I'll use my glaive and try and swipe at its tendrils holding Never.
Well, please be careful there, because it's like got a hold of my arm.
Yeah, but I'm gonna try and hit between you and the wall.
Thank you for your time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.